just a quick hit through the spirit. While they say strike while the iron is hot. So before I get started, I'm gonna face east, giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, shalom to the remnant, shalom to the elect. All right, it's just a quick exhortation and edification for you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right, to not celebrate Labor Day, okay? Because that's not for us, okay? That's not for us. All right, so I'm gonna start in Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, "Thus saith the Adawan Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So learn not the way of the heathen. All right, the heathen are these Babylonians, these Americans. Okay, these Americans, these Babylonians, they celebrate it because it's part of their system. Their system was the labor force, their labor union. Um, I can't remember the name of that movie. I think it was called Civil War, right? When they were waiting for Abraham Lincoln. We want Abraham Lincoln. We want Abraham. No, we don't. We don't want Abraham Lincoln. We are looking for Abraham Lincoln. No. Okay. Learn not the way of the heathen, which are these are our enemies. Okay. And let me get this in Leviticus. This is Leviticus 23. In verse 2, it says, "Speak unto the children of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians." Doesn't it when you look at this, doesn't it make sense that we are the children of Israel when you see the all of the blood that was shed here, all of the free labor that we did, all of the building we did here? It was you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. Okay? Speaking to the children of Israel and saying to them concerning the feast of the Lord. All right. Labor Day is not part of the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. So we're supposed to keep the Sabbaths, the high holy days, the Shabbats, the a Day of Atonement, the Feast of Tabernacles, the Passover, the Pesach. Okay, these are what we should be doing. Okay, let me see. Yep. Psalms 137, because this is how they built their system. They got their system built off of the skin on your fingers. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, they don't work your fingers to the bone on the plantation. All right, your fingers got worked to the bone in the plantation. All right, your grandmothers, your grandfathers, your forefathers. All right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You guys were. They work the fingers off your bone and whoop the skin off your back. Okay? So Labor Day is not for us. We're just supposed to keep the Sabbaths. If we don't do nothing else, just keep the Shabbat. All right? Keep the Passover. All right? Shalom to the sister, Athena Paldro. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Mashiach Brakatah, and Barakim Tamyatu in your household. This is Psalms chapter 137 and verse 1. It says, "By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remember to Zion." And we're remembering that we are the children of Israel. We are yet this day in the land of our captivity. So there shouldn't be no celebrations from us over here. It's just like 4th of July for us. We're not independent from these people. These people still, we're supposed to get paid every night. We're supposed to get paid every day, every night. They're supposed to be bringing us money. All right. It says, "We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof." Remember, we was in a slave plantation singing songs. All right. "Swing low, sweet chariot, and let me ride." All right. We were singing these. We were, because we might have had one person or two person in the slave plantation that understood, that could read maybe a little mulatto. One of our brothers or sisters got raped by a so-called white man, a plantation owner, right? A slave master. And then we had a little light-skinned one that whose dad was actually a white man, which would make him an Edomite. And they could read or whatever, and they would share some of the words with us. And then we would have a Bible and sneak and read, but they would kill us if we knew how to read. Or we were singing these songs. "We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof." It says, "For there they carried us away captive, required of us a song." And yeah, they used to want us, "Oh yeah, sing that, sing that, sing that." All right, you watch the movies, Django and all that. Life. It says, for there They for there they carried us away captive, required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth. They over here whooping us, destroying us, and required us to be singing a song. All right. And then when they would leave, we would sing other songs, knowing because some of us still knew that we were Israelites, you know, and it says, and they that they wasted us, destroyed us, required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. Yeah, sing us one of those songs, because they know we're the Israelites. They know that we're the children of the scriptures. Okay. So it's not for us. It's not for us to be celebrating Labor Day. Verse 4, how shall we sing the Adawan Yahweh's song in a strange land? Okay, now we're singing the song right, getting it right. Like, hold on. Y'all built the labor union and the labor force off of the backs of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay, and then we go and read in Deuteronomy 28, and we realizing that there's a special people unto the Lord called the Hebrew Israelites, and that they will be oppressed together in the land of their captivity, Judah and Israel. And so we're realizing we're the Israelites. And now we're singing the new song. All right. We're singing a new song. All right. And the new song is chanting down Babylon. What the Lord said, be not partakers. Let me read Jeremiah 10 one more time. Jeremiah 10 and 1, 10 and 2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen. So he didn't tell us to go celebrate their holidays with them. Okay. This is Revelation chapter 18. And verse 4, Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4, it says, and I heard another voice come from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. They're celebrating. Every time you guys partake in these people's holidays, this was off of the skin on your forefathers. Or this was built off of the blood on your backs. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her. Who is the her that is talking about? Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, the great whore. Okay, let's just further prove that. Or the daughter of whoredoms. Let me see, daughter, whoredom. Salakia. Let me see. I think it's in the same. Yeah, we'll start from the top. Revelation 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. And now we remembering ourselves, and Babylon the Great is fallen. It's fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils. Okay, this place, Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. All right, the whore. Okay, it's because the reason why it's called the whore, because it has all these different idols and idolatry here that's taught here. Oh, you could be Muslim, you could be Christian, Catholicism, you could be Hinduism, you could go Freemasonry, all right, go Satanism, all right. It says the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, and they're waxed rich off of the slavery on our backs. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, that you receive not of her plagues. Okay, so if we all here celebrating with her, because this celebrating Labor Day is celebrating their system that they still have designed, just because they're not physically putting a whip to our back, they still have it's written in their laws. They write grievous. Let me get that. Write grievous in their laws, or woe prescribe. Yep, this is Isaiah 10 and verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. So they're setting up unrighteous decrees, and they're right grievous, which they have prescribed in their law. We're still in slavery. Well, let's get this in Baruch. Okay. One moment. Yeah, they This is Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, where the Lord has scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. Okay? According to all the iniquities of our fathers. It says, which departed from the Lord our power. So, Lord willing, that was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. Just a quick hit for you guys to know that this is not for us. This is part of their system. Remember, you have the image of the beast. The image of the beast is the system, the Roman Catholicism system. Okay? And then you're going to have the mark of the beast, which they're going to try to implement. Okay? Which is the RFID microchip. Okay? But the system, the image of the beast, all right, let me get this. Revelation 13. Real quick. Revelation 13 in verse 14, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay, it says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which is their system. All right, so celebrating Labor Day is getting down with their system, which had the wound by a sword and did live, and they're alive right now. They're working their system right now. Okay, so Lord willing, that was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. Hey, I love you all. Hey, Ayanda Bar, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, and Barakim Tamyah to the sincere believers. All right, hey, Shalom. I'm going to end by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Shalom.